Hey there, party people. God Quark here. My friends call me Quark, and if you're watching this, you're my friend also. Thank you for joining me as we talk about the Last Wish raid. A raid is endgame content where teamwork and communication is key. This raid is from Forsaken DLC that dropped back in 2018. It is a Taken themed raid that many people consider the greatest of all time. As with all raids, not knowing what to do can feel terrible, just like not hitting the like and subscribe button. Studies have shown that liking and subscribing leads to an increased chance of raid exotics, like 1000 Voices. Lightfall is here, and now is the time for an updated raid guide. I also share a secret speedrun technique for the first encounter. Before we get started, I would like to thank my clan Stellar Force, without which this wouldn't be possible. Now, my number one suggestion is take inspect on all your weapons if you have it. For weapons to have, Thunderlord, Leviathan's Breath, Rockets, Lament, Taipans, Risk Runner, Tractor Cannon, Divinity, and Witherhoard. Honestly, this raid has 6 encounters, with 4 of them with a boss that needs to be damaged differently. Welcome to the Last Wish raid. We start the raid in the Dreaming City and we enter the building to get to the first encounter. Everyone needs to enter, and the door behind you will close. There will be a small jumping puzzle, and you will reach the first encounter on the right.
You are finally here, Brother Slayer. Spawn Killer. All that strength and you're still nothing but a retainer to the awoken queen. You could be so much more. All you need do is wish it. Come. I would quite like to meet you.
Guardian, down.
If you continue straight, you will reach a second hidden jumping puzzle, and this will lead you to the Wish Wall. The first encounter is Callie. You will need to split the team into 6 members. This is a boss encounter, and you will want to have DPS weapons like Thunderlord, Leviathan's Breath, Taipans, or Rockets. You can also use swords if you want to be close up. Well of Radiance is great here. I would suggest using the team's roster order to determine a team member's position. You want everyone to have a number assigned from 1 to 6. When in the encounter, there are 6 symbols in matching pairs of 2 surrounding the boss. These symbols can be found on plates next to the walls of the encounter and need to be activated. There are 4 possible symbols: Cloud Snake, 8 Snake, Infinity Snake, and S Snake, but only 3 symbols will matter. When you enter the room, look at the 6 symbols above the boss. The pair of symbols to the left go to the team members 1 and 2. The pair clockwise from the left, aka farthest from spawn, is for players 3 and 4, and clockwise or right side when spawned in is for teammates 5 and 6. They will take the plates matching the symbols. If the wrong plate is activated, an ogre will spawn in the middle. Once your plate is activated, a knight will spawn. You will kill it and run to the middle to prepare for damage. Kelly will begin summoning an ontological weapon. There should be a wall of radiance in the middle. Everyone should start damaging her until Callie's readies her weapon. She will begin a wipe mechanic, and this is where the numbers come in. Doors will open beneath her, and you must enter the cubbies to be protected from the wipe mechanic. If 2 players enter the same cubby at a time, both will die. If a plate is not activated, a cubby door will not open. To determine the correct cubby, pretend you're reading a Western-style book where you will start on the top left and read left to right, top to bottom. The first person will be the top left, and the 6th person will be the bottom most right. Everyone else will be needing to find a spot in between. 6 doors will open at random, and you'll need to adjust accordingly. Once you have entered the doors and they have closed, they will once again open, and a bunch of scions will spawn in the middle, which is perfect for a hunter tether to generate orbs. You will do damage once again, and you will repeat the wipe mechanic, and a new set of doors will open, which will be the next that you have to enter. You will repeat this one more time after that, and for a total of 3 damage phases and 3 door selections. Return to activating plates if you're unable to defeat the boss in the first attempt. Okay, time for the cheese, the speed run method, aka the alternate method for defeating Callie. You're able to lock her in place with tick damage. The easiest method is Anarchy. Have a teammate activate the right plate closest to spawn and stay on it until completed. Using Anarchy, you have to shoot her on the body when her shield goes down and a shot on the ground where she is at the beginning. Once you have done that, you move to the first plate on the right and you have to shoot a shot of Anarchy where the shadow is. As long as everyone is near the first plate and someone is activating the plate still, Callie will teleport there. Once she has teleported there, make sure to have an Anarchy shot on her body and an Anarchy shot on the ground where that shadow is. If done successfully, she'll be stuck there as long as you are doing continuous damage to her, or until she begins the ritual. Once you defeat Callie, a door will open and you'll start a jumping puzzle. There's a secret chest on the way to the second encounter.
What is it you want? Weapons? Glory? Peace? Or is it simpler than that?
Guardian down.
Welcome to the second encounter, and consider the most difficult encounter, Shiro-Chi. You'll want burst damage here and ad clear. A 100 tether can make ad clear quite easy and provide orbs for your team. I like having healing abilities like Healing Rift, Well of Radiance, and Healing Nades. Weapons like Fourth Horseman, Parasite, or a sword can provide great burst damage, but I really prefer Thunderlord. Thunderlord provides great ad clear and damage. This encounter has 3 floors and 2 different mechanics. For the first mechanic, you'll need a team of 3, and for the second mechanic, you'll need a team of 4. The team of 3 will be creating a triangle with laser beams at the boss plates, and the team of 4 will be completing puzzles to continue on to the next phase. The puzzle team needs each player to take a number from 1 to 4 to define their plate position. The encounter starts by everyone moving close to the door will open, a wipe timer will begin, and the team will want to clear out the ads while moving through the room. There will be an Eye of Riven, which is an orange bar taking captain enemy that will drop a relic. The relic is going to be a taken relic. It can be used to stun Shiro-Chi and extend the damage phase. You can extend the damage phase by using your super while holding the relic. Currently, most teams leave the relic on the ground and ignore it. This relic will be a returning item throughout the raid. Once you clear out enough ads, Shiro-Chi will stop in the middle of the 3 plates. One person from the team of 3 will pick up the prism and jump on the plate, and shoot at their teammate to the right, creating a triangle chain around the boss. While on the plate, you will take tick damage, so everyone wants to jump on the plate at the same time. You will damage the boss by taking down a chunk of health, and you will know the damage phase is over when the boss goes immune. Next, you will repeat the process, clearing out ads, following the boss, and starting another damage phase. After the second damage phase, you will head into the puzzle room. When you enter the room, on the left is a picture that is incomplete. You will need to fill in the empty spots by having the team with the 1 through 4 position jumping on plates, 1 being first and 4 being last. The top of the plates is based on the 3 out of the 9 plates closest to the broken image. The plates once again will hurt you with tick damage. Healing Nades, Healing Rifts, and Well of Radiance can allow you to stand on the plates for much longer than normal. Once one image is completed, the next broken image will be on the wall to the right of the first image. The team will once again jump on the appropriate plates. If a teammate has already jumped on a plate, they will ask to swap with another teammate. The safest option is swapping with an ad clearer, but 2 plates can swap also. Once the second picture is completed, the third broken picture will light up on the right, and the team will need to complete the image once again. Once the 3 images are completed, the timer will reset and the second phase will begin. You will need to climb to the next floor. My suggestion for climbing is to not stand on the middle of the flipping platforms. Try to jump from edge to edge. The first floor process of damage and puzzles will repeat on the second floor, and the third floor will be the final floor, not requiring a puzzle room, but will just be damage checkpoints. On the third floor, during the final stand, enemies will continue to spawn in, so save a well for the final damage phase. Once completed, you will jump down to the open door. There is a secret chest. The jumping puzzle can be frustrating, but be patient on your timing and head toward the correct portal, and it will be quick.
You sully the sacred architecture of a culture you cannot understand. All so you can say you won today.
You saved my sister. Thank you. Ahamkara feed on desire. Your desires could feed a nation of such beasts. They would grow till they shadowed the sun. Kill it. Rip out its heart. Bring it to us. We will purify it. Only then will Riven be contained.
The Awoken kept me here so long. A better fate than my kin suffered. But paradise is a prison when you cannot leave. I would so love to repay the hospitality of those who used my words to carve this city into the screaming surface of reality.
Guardian down. Guardian down. Guardian down.
There is no end to the taken. You have stolen from them more than they could ever take from you. You are destined to fight forever.
Guardian down.
The third encounter is Morgith encounter. You'll want high damage here. A tractor can help if you're getting close to killing the boss but not succeeding. Otherwise, the same weapons suggested before are great for this encounter. The name of the game is everyone needs to have 2 taken strength by the end of the encounter. You gain taken strength by jumping through the pillars of light, aiming for the floating orb. Once you have 2 taken strength, the boss may detain you with umbral enervation. Someone else will need to use the Riven's Eye relic to cleanse you with the grenade ability of the umbral enervation. Riven's Eye can also be used to delay the boss by using the super. If you collect more than 2 taken strength, you die. The best method is to split the team into 2 teams of 3, with one person on the left being first and last strength, one person on the right being cleanser, and other person being the second cleanser. The first and last strength person jumps in the middle strength, starting the encounter. Ads will spawn and a set of strength will spawn in. The second cleanser will take 2 strength immediately and stand behind the middle front pillar away from the ads. Everyone besides the first cleanser will pick up a strength to make sure they have 1 strength. The first cleanser will be standing next to the Eye of Riven, the taken captain, and melt it. The second cleanser will be detained, and the first cleanser will kill the captain, pick up the relic, and head to the second cleanser. They'll use the grenade ability to take the 2 strength and saving the second cleanser. The second cleanser will now be waiting for the next person to be detained. They will want to be next to a captain waiting. Everyone should be picking up 2 strengths besides the first and last strength person and second cleanser. You will know the damage phase is ready when the last strength spawns in the same place the first strength spawned in. It will be in the same position as the first strength, and it will be by itself. Once collected, everyone needs to head to the stairs behind Morgoth and start DPS. You want to aim for its lumpy growth on its back because that's the crit spot. Tractor and tether should already be applied so that you can get maximum damage. Remember, you can use the taken relic from the Eye of Riven to extend the timer if necessary.
Guardian down.
Once the encounter is completed, the door will open and you can move to the next section.
You don't hesitate to reach into the deep. Your kind is so brave. Those with conviction pair best with my kind. Like you. Like the awoken prince. Shall we be friends?
So close, friend. Find me. Kill me. My heart is yours.
The fourth encounter is the Vault. It is a 3-phase encounter with each phase having 3 rounds. This is going to be an ad clear area, so no need for a DPS meta. You'll need to split into 3 teams. Each team there will be a runner and a defender. The room splits into 4 sections, which are middle, rocks, stairs, and trees. The defenders need to defend the middle section from the other sections, which will spawn ads and yellow bar taken knights. The yellow bar taken knights will attempt to wipe the team. I prefer running swords for this encounter. The encounter begins when 3 players step on the plates. The players that stand on the plate will look at the middle. The center image is their symbol. The person closest to stairs will call out their symbol, and another player will either see it on their right or as their left symbol. They will tell you if it is on their right or left and call out their middle symbol, which will be on another player's right or left. The last person will do the same as the previous 2. There will be 2 plates with matching right or left callouts, and 1 plate will be the odd one out. This is important because you're going to be getting a buff called Antumbra or Penumbra. Antumbra is for plates that had the center symbol with the right callout, and Penumbra is for the plates that had the center symbol with a left callout. So remember, Antumbra is right and Penumbra is left. Next is the running and defending portion. The best option for defenders is to stay inside the middle and shoot into the outer rooms. The rooms will periodically have taken barriers between the outer rooms and the middle room, and the defender wants to avoid being in the outer room when the taken barrier spawns in. One room will not have a barrier, and the runner for that room will enter and kill ads. Once the Eye of Riven spawns, the runner should be the only one in the room. They will kill the taken captain and pick up the relic. The room will get the taking barrier, preventing them from returning to the middle. The rest of the team will tell you which door is open, and you will use the tunnels to access that room and return to the middle. When you pick up the relic, you will either have Antumbra or Penumbra. The buff can be seen on the bottom left of your screen. You will get to the plate with the matching callout and use the grenade ability. The runner is able to shoot with the relic if they need to, but keep in mind there is a timer, and you need to cleanse 3 plates to continue on to the next phase of this encounter. There will be 3 phases, and for each phase you'll have to read and run, just like the first phase. The defenders will stay next to their plate and shoot into the room when they are meant to defend. If they leave the plate, they risk a knight planting a sword on the plate and wiping the team. The yellow bar knights need to be melted immediately. If you're struggling to defeat the knight, please ask for help from your teammates. Knights spawn in when plates are cleansed. If you're stuck in the room, you risk the knight getting past you. Once the encounter is completed, the door will open. If you're unfamiliar with the area, let your team explore before or after completing the encounter, because this area will come up later on and is important. Welcome to the 5th encounter, defeating Riven. There is an appropriate way of defeating the boss with specific mechanics, shooting specific eyes, following certain symbols, but we're just going to show you the normal way. I'm going to show you how we do it the cheesiest way possible. If you're a warlock, you can run Sunbracers and hunters can run Strand Super or whatever super they want that's a burst super, and titans can run Bubble or Behemoth Titan. You'll want one person having Tractor Cannon or some other debuff like Tether. Preferably the Sunbracer Warlock will be running the Tractor Cannon. Most teams use Lament for damage. Before we get to the damage, we need to get to Riven. You'll need to stand on the plates around the room. When everyone is on a plate, you will start falling down into the room, and you need to find the door with the crystal in front of it. You'll move through the door. If you have an experienced teammate, they can read shadows in the right boss room and fight the boss there, or join allies if not there. Or you can do my preferred method, which is just joining allies. Enter the room and touch the left wall until it says joining allies. You'll need everyone to not talk and in-game music off or low. You need to listen for a sound created by Riven. Whichever direction you hear it from, you will move in the opposite direction and head down the 2 pits to the boss room. If you chose the wrong room, Riven will be shooting fire on the floor or have tentacles out. Okay, for damage phase, you'll want to be on the left side of the room, on Riven's Claw. You will need a well of Radiance, and a bubble will help also. If you can be next to the pillar closest to the wall, it will be easier to stay on target with Lament. For Lament, you want to charge up by guarding, doing 3 light attacks and 1 heavy combo. After the combo, you want to do a couple light attacks before charging up and repeating. If you're a Sunbracer Warlock, you will want to kill 1 ad with your melee and throw a bunch of solar nades above the door Riven is entering from, raining down Hellfire. If you chose to go with the Strand Hunter option, you're going to want to use the super light attack and just let it whip. Let it rip. Anyways, if you're a Titan and you chose the Behemoth option, you'll want to be using the heavy attack on the claw. If you don't have Lament, you can use Falling Guillotine or stand in the middle and use Linears to shoot the taken ball in Riven's mouth. When damaging, if you hit an eye, it can cause a wipe. If you do enough damage, you will be teleported and need to climb to the top of a jumping puzzle and reach a light to be freed. You will slowly lose health while in the taken realm from the debuff Ascendant Atrophy. Now for climbing, you can extend the timer by using overshield and healing to kind of reduce the healing lost from the tick damage or kind of cancel it out. Only one person needs to make it to the very end to free everyone. Once free, finish killing Riven. Once dead, you'll enter the mouth and destroy her heart. Wait for her mouth to actually open. Jumping up ahead can kill you. You have the debuff Metaphysical Bleed, slowly draining your health during this entering the mouth. After destroying the heart, the encounter is completed. You'll get a key that you will be using at the end of the raid. That's right, the raid is not over yet.
I waited so long to fulfill one last wish.
Fetch the heart. Hurry.
So you killed Riven, and you're wondering, why am I still here? Well, I'll tell you why. Because you need to take the heart all the way back down through the path that you came from. But instead of taking the original path, you're taking a broken path back. And you'll be taking it down the elevator, past the vault room, to bank that heart. Having roaming supers help here, having weapons for Ackler help here, You'll have to take turns carrying the heart. The order of carrying the heart is random. You must be chosen. If chosen, you pick up the heart. You will have 15 seconds to carry the heart, and either you will be teleported or previously teleported players will extend it for an additional 15 seconds. Anyone close to the person being teleported will be also teleported. If you're too far away from the person carrying the heart, you will die from a debuff. If you're not chosen, you want to stay within the buff circle, bouncing in and out of it, and taking the lead and killing ads for your teammate. If you are finally teleported, or if you actually die, you'll be taken to another room. And taken strengths will spawn up to the number of teleported teammates. You'll need to collect all the strengths to reset the heart's carrier time to 15 seconds. I won't tell you where you are when you teleport, but when you are teleported, please look up and tell me where you are in the comments down below. Okay, here is the best method for clearing this. You'll have the first heart carrier make it all the way to the tongue and stop. Everyone else will wait in the throat to be chosen, and the next chosen will grab and run through the heart and start counting down out loud for 10 seconds. The first teleported person will pick up the strength at 3 seconds. You need to hop through it. After the 15 seconds of the second timer, the second runner will be teleported and taken strength will spawn in immediately afterward. They will pick up one taken strength immediately. This is the second runner that's picking up immediately. The first runner will stand next to the remaining strength. The first runner will always be the last to pick up and needs to call out which strength is theirs because they decide when the runner's buff resets. The runners will be taking the heart through the door to the left after leaving Riven's mouth. They will stick left and head through a broken room with a poison floor. You can walk on the floor, but it will hurt you. After the poison floor, you will go through the right to the vault. This is why I suggested learning this area while on the vault encounter. The runner can become easily confused. Only one room will have the barrier down. And you need to head through that barrier door that's open and go through the tunnels the long way to get to stairs. That's right, you can't just go directly to stairs, you need to go the opposite direction and wrap all the way around. So if rock is open, go through the left tunnel, and if trees is open, go through the right tunnel. Once you have reached stairs, if alone, jump in the hole. If you have a partner and have 10 to 15 seconds, jump to the hole together. If you have less than 10 seconds and the team can't extend it, wait at the hole and let your teammate pick up the heart and finish the raid. When you jump in the hole, you will slowly float down and need to head to a basin with a Riven statue. You will dunk it and everyone will be teleported to you.
I am glad you did not eat her word. We will finish this.
Congratulations on completing the raid. Now you can use your keys to open the chests and have a chance at 1K voices. Thank you for watching. If you found this guide helpful, please like and subscribe for more. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Peace.
It is done. We will meet you on the other side.
I thought they'd never leave. You and I are not done. We're inseparable now. Through your actions, we forge an age-old bond between my kind and yours. One wish granted deserves another. And I cannot wait to show you what she asked for.